Hey you guys, and welcome to another video on my channel. As you guys have already read, this video will be specifically about some fix-it tips, and today's fix-it tips will be more so revolved around the things you should notice and keep in tabs with when going ahead and doing a staging consultation, okay? Also, side note, oh my gosh, I cannot believe PR1 is going out of business. I know they've been trying to stay afloat for a long time, but oh my gosh, you guys, they're really going out of business. What? So if you haven't already, make sure you go out there to PR1 and grab your last minute finds and digs and get your decor inventory built right back up, because they are going out of business and they're having lots of sales going on right now at this very moment. So you do not want to miss out if you are a trade professional. Go out there and get your stuff, please. I'm going to go out there and go see what I can find and add to my inventory. So I suggest you guys do the same, okay? All right. Now let's get into the video. First things first that you always want to look for when going in for a home consultation is leaky faucets. You want to go ahead to all the faucets in the house and just run them for about 10 to 15 minutes. Doing so will go ahead and alert you for other sounds that might be happening in the under cabinet below, especially if any leaks are going down and if any mildew and mold is happening in that under cabinet as well. So the first things first that you want to go ahead and assess to the homeowners is making sure that they fix all their leaky faucets. You don't want to have any water damage within the home. That can cause smell, that can cause someone's allergy to go ahead and get crazy, and it can make somebody just not want to be in the space as well. And if that's the problem, no one's going to come and look at their house. So make sure you address that perfectly clear with the homeowner when you're doing a consultation. The next thing is identify and caulk holes in walls and floors. I've been in too many open houses where the patch-up jobs aren't that great. You want to go ahead and assess them the fact that they need to go ahead and fill in any holes within the space. If there's a hole in the actual drywall, go ahead and patch it up. Put a patch over it, sand it down, caulk it, and then paint over it again. So you always want to do your due diligence and fixing the hole, patching it up first, and then painting it afterwards. That goes for any walls, wall bases, and any ceilings, doors, and door frames, and window frames as well. Fix light fixtures and replace bulbs. That's the next key thing that you want to go ahead and assess to a homeowner when you're doing a consultation. You want to go ahead and always turn the lights on, turn them off. You just want to make sure that all the lights are evenly distributed within the space. The light bulbs are the same voltage, because there are some cases where some people will have, 120 and then a 60 and then a 75, and we all know those voltages have different kind of lighting effects. So to evenly be distributed within the space, you want to have the same voltage amount in the light fixture all the way around. A lot of times, if you pay attention, you always want to utilize warm tone lighting in a bedroom, because it's to set the mood, it's to decompress, it's to make you feel comfortable, cool, and relaxed. And bright tone lights make you feel up, happy, bright, aware. So you use those in more of your common spaces, and then you use the warm tones in your more sensual spaces, so to speak. Reglaze bathtubs and sinks. So you always want to make sure that you check the bathtubs and sinks, that there's no cracks in the corners and the surround of it. A lot of times you can see cracks in the base of the bathtub, depending on the bathtub. And sometimes if it's a complete plastic surround, then you want to make sure that they have caulked the entire surround evenly and completely. And they make sure that they clean the caulk up. So make sure that it's cleaned up, is evenly spread out, and no holes are being shown in the sinks nor the bathtubs. You don't want any water to go ahead through those holes from when people are taking a shower or washing their hands, because then that water can travel to the bottom layers below them. and that can cause issues within the walls itself. So you don't want to cause any issues when you'll be having water damage inside the walls. That is a lot of patchwork work, and nobody wants to go through that. Inspect and touch up interior paint. Always walk and see, look and touch the walls. You want to make sure that you are eyeing the property like a hawk. This is where your detail orientation will really need to come in play. A lot of times, if you're doing an occupied staging, you'll see that people have a lot of their own furniture everywhere. So it's best practices that if you're in an occupied staging consultation, move the furniture around. You don't want to see it being obstructed by any objects, furniture whatsoever. Because like what you're showing it for potential buyers, you in this consultation is the potential buyer. And you have to think as such. So, you want to go ahead and make sure there's no dents, there's no paint chips on the ground, there's no holes in the wall, there's nothing that you really need to fix. So, a really nice house that has nothing that you need to fix is a potential buyer's best friend. You want to make sure that they have to do nothing. And if it is problems, get the homeowners to fix it before putting it on listing. Recommend a contractor to them, a painter to them, just a nice little fix it, a landscaper to them. Recommend any and everyone that they need if they don't have those numbers already to call. Because the thing is, they need to make sure that their house is perfectly in right shape before putting it up for listing. Because the things that you will see and be from, that's what a home buyer will be from when they go ahead for their open house. So make sure that you cover all bases with the homeowners and make sure that you get them to understand that they actually do need to make those choices and changes in order to see a income come out of it from the end. You feel me? Don't let them go ahead and shove it underneath the rug, because that's why they're in this predicament to leave the house anyway. That's all I have for today. If you guys have any questions, don't forget that you can comment them below, or you can email me on my website. Everything will be in the description below. Thank you guys for joining me today, and look out for my next video next week. Bye!